Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all the Jenny Biafrans. May God bless you all from wherever you are watching and hearing me from this very wonderful second day of June 2025. Now, before I start analyzing what I saw that was wrong, I want you all to know that we have only one government under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpá, Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Orabueze, our Deputy Prime Minister currently. Now, any other government or any other government apart from the United States of Biafra, USB, is a fraud. They are all criminals, believe you me. They are all thieves, criminals, and they are all deceivers. They are all liars. There is no two government. It is only one government under the leadership presently of Madam Ngozi Orabueze. So that is the government you should follow. Any other government, I don't know anything about them. That is the truth. Now, secondly, the prosecutor in Finland said our prime minister should be going in for 6 years. And I tell you, whatever Tinubu cannot do with money will never and does not exist. Whatever Tinubu, you see this man called Tinubu, whatever he cannot do with money will never exist. Now, I have never seen in a country where you brought allegation over somebody and then without going through the court proceedings to find out if this man is guilty or not, you are suggesting 6 years sentence. Is it not the same country, the same court that told us a person is presumed innocent until he's been proven guilty? Why, where, and how did they fetch 6 years without even going through the normal procedures of the law? This is my point. And I want Biafrans to know this. The lawyers, the people who has read law can actually counter this. That prosecutor has no right to jail anybody or to pronounce any jail sentence without the knowledge of the magistrate. And that is the simple truth. Because there are laws that are guiding these things. There are laws that are guiding this individual. And a terrorist case of that magnitude carries 14 years sentence, 14 to 21 years, the kind of case. So if you see somebody coming to tell you that our prime minister should be going in for 6 years without the case being tried, without the accused person without the accused person to come and defend himself, then there's something going on. There is something fishy. Now, it would be better for us to understand that Tinubu has rolled out billions of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to make sure that he intimidates Mazi Simon Ekpá. And I'm telling you people the truth. But this is the spoiler alert. The spoiler alert is that the prosecutor only has the power to present his argument. The prosecutor does not have power over the jurisdiction because the jurisdiction has their, templates on how they handle a matter. So whatever payment that they have given to whatever, because I believe this prosecutor has to be investigated for coming to the court first time and saying, oh, Mazi Simon Ekpá must go to prison for 6 years without any investigation, without any argument on this same particular case, without even, deliberating on the case. Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. And now let's start do the mathematics or the mathematical calculation. Now, this court is going to last for like 3 or 4 months or 2 months or 1 month, whatever. Now, this year is actually gone. Now, Tinubu has just 2 years, 2026, 2027, to, run for another election. And definitely, Tinubu has a way of bribing his way in. He never won the first election. We all know this. So he has a way of bribing himself in. So he knows that he's going to be in power for 6 years. Now, he doesn't want anything to do with this court case of Biafran government. And I'm telling you the truth. He does not know how to face Simon Ekpá. They can't face Simon Ekpá, and I'm telling you guys the truth. They cannot face him. Forget the way he was looking, he was feeling. This guy felt so bad when he came out. Because all the people he was fighting for are the same people who were writing letters against him to Finnish authority. So what do you think this Finnish authority is going to do? They're going to come in and then crap on him and then start investigating. Now, Nigerian government is trying to look for a way to wash their hand off. You see, they are going to collect your money. They will collect Nigerians' money, but justice must be served. And I'm telling you people the truth. Justice must be served in this case. There is no how they are going to manipulate this case. Now, in any justice system in the world where this kind of high-profile case is being mentioned, it carries, if our prime minister is found guilty on the basis of terrorism, it is carrying life sentence or death penalty. Most especially in England, it is 14 years. After 14 years, then some of them carries 21 years sentence. Then they will now start looking for other options. 6 years is a red flag to us. 6 years, red flag, big one. But I know you guys understand that this case is dead on arrival. And I'm telling you, it's dead on arrival. And I'm going to explain why. Why is because in this country, self-determination is not a crime. Self-preservation is not a crime. Self-defense is not a crime. Now, asking for your country, which is a self-determination, is not a crime. So until this becomes a crime, that is when our prime minister can go to jail. Until the EU come and, readjust that law and say now, self-determination has become a crime. Self-preservation is now a crime. Self-defense is not a crime. That is when our prime minister can go to jail. Because what our prime minister was doing was defending Biafraland. And the Finnish authorities saw it, that immediately our prime minister was removed. These animals, these Musa boys, Musa orchestrated heavy heat. The unaliving in the southeast, all of you saw it. You saw the way they behaved. Immediately our prime minister was removed. And even up to today, that onslaught continues. So how can you do investigation overnight and now bring it and now say, oh, you give him 6 years? That man must be, and I'm telling you, investigated. The prosecutor must be investigated because no prosecutor does that. I have taken my time to make a research and realize that the prosecutor has the right to remind the judge of this person's rights, human rights, of this person's, fundamental human rights, and the capacity to think as a human, and leniency must be taken effect. And then they has the right to remind them of the character of this person. They have a right of reminding them how this person must be dealt with in their own ways, and the right that this person has as a human. We know that Finland might have sold out, but as long as it's in the court, it becomes very difficult to, overpass or to overlook. These things are there, so they are not the things I'm making up. But I want to ask the people who were shouting on television, who were making noise. Oh, because I saw channels, is it Channels Television, where OGD Kaupe, I was saying that our prime minister was called in for questioning. They took him to court and he said, no, he's not a Biafran agitator. That he's a content creator. That is why he's always dancing. You see, you people just mess yourself up. It means that today that it is true what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, that media is the biggest propaganda in this world. Biggest propaganda. OGD Kaupe, they just came out. Ruben Abati, oh, Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. All of you will bring those evidences against Simon Ekpa now. He don't reach where Unago come out, come talk. We have gotten to that stage where you people will come and defend all these lies that you have told. I'm telling you, because you can't dodge this case. Tinubu is trying to dodge this case so that they will give our prime minister 6 years, so that within that 6 years he is done with his tenure. Another government will now take over and continue from what you started. You will finish it. Our prime minister told you, if you had known, if you had had sense, we would have left him alone. Our prime minister told you that he wants to drag you to the international court, and that is what has happened. And now you are avoiding it. You are meandering 6 years. That money you gave to that man, allegedly, the money you gave to him, go and collect it because it will not work. Believe you me, Tinubu is a very corrupt, highly corrupt. That judge, prosecutor must be investigated by the Finnish authority. I'm telling you, he must be investigated because he can't just come and say that nonsense in court. If at all he said it, because I don't believe he said such a thing. 6 years? How? When the case has not started, when the preliminary hearing has just started. It just started. The hearing of the case just started and you're pushing for 6 years. For what? Without the so-called offender coming to, give his own testimony. I've never seen that anywhere. So our eyes are open. So Biafrans, this is what it is. It has gotten to the stage where Musa, Biankolo, what is his name? Tinubu, was Senate Akpabio, Senate President Akpabio, the criminal Senate President Akpabio, the Vice President, all of them, they were shaking hands. It is time for you people to come to Finland for this defense of this case, because you people, what you want now is postponing, and it cannot work here. This is Europe, not Africa. So he who has accused must come to defend. He who said this man is a thief must come to prove how he became a thief. You must come. This Finland. You must come to this Finland. So Biafran, on this note, I want you guys to understand that we have only one government. Forget all these criminals that are going around calling Orabueze Fulani. They are all criminals. Believe you me. Anybody that calls Orabueze a terrorist, a criminal, is a thief. They have nothing to offer to you people. And I'm telling you from experience and from what I have seen, they are all criminals. They ask you, what has your government done? What has their own governments that they claim that they have done for Biafrans? At least we are seeing what Orabueze is doing. So Biafrans, on this note, I have to leave you guys and get into the other room. I'll see you guys in my other video. Thank you, and may God bless you.
All right, we needed to clear the waves on that trending news. It has actually been trending yesterday on every platform concerning Simon Èkpá Joko suing the Deputy Prime Minister, Ngozi Orabueze. So we needed to clear that, and that was coming from Rose. Now, let us go to other issues, trending and happening in Biafraland, because a lot of issues needs to be addressed. And the first, is the issue of the herdsmen. As Southeast under threat of attack, 950 communities under herdsmen occupation. Inter-Society Group has come out to give the analysis on the level of atrocities being caused by the Fulani herders. Now, the news in detail. A civil rights group, the International Society of Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, Inter-Society, on Monday raised the alarm over the alleged occupation of several areas in the southeast by killers, Fulani herdsmen. The group claimed that they are likely to be not less than 950 locations in 770 to 800 communities across southeast of Nigeria, presently under occupation of threats of attack by armed jihadists and Fulani herdsmen and allied others. In the report it released, which it claimed was subject to a research, Inter-Society said the Southeast was gravely facing danger. The report was signed by Emeka, head Inter-Society, Chinua Umeche, head Democracy and Good Governance. While giving a breakdown of the figures, it claimed that there were estimated 250 locations spreading across about 90 communities in at least 13 local government areas of Enugu State. Out of the state's existing 190 autonomous communities and 17 local government areas are affected. 13 local government areas involved, including Oji River, Agu, Aniri, and recently we heard the attack on Oji River community, where the School of Health was actually attacked. And in that report, we got the information that at least, some students were also missing in the School of Health, Oji Rivers. I gave that news also here. Now, going on to Imo State. The state is home to second largest number of jihadists, Fulani herdsmen, occupation or threat of attack or occupation location in the southeast, with estimated 230 locations spreading across about 300 communities in at least 17 local government areas out of the state existing 700 autonomous community and 27 local government area. The affected local government areas involved Onuimo, Owerri West, Owerri North, Okigwe, Ehime Mbano, Ohaji Egbema, Oguta, Idato South, Idato North, Ngokpala, Njaba, Olo, Ezinifite, Mbise, Nkwere, Nwangele, Isiala, Mbano, and Mbitolu. Now, the issue of Imo State and Fulani herdsmen is something that is now becoming a brother sister relationship. Now, the level of Fulani herders in Imo State is increasing on daily basis, and this is because of this recent government of Hope Uzodinma has actually given them a paved way to continue to carry out their activities in Imo State. That is why you see a lot of Fulani herders in Imo State, and they are living, as if the state belongs to them. Imagine a Fulani herdsman coming into someone's farmland and claiming right on the farmland. You can't do them anything because they know that their brother is the governor of Imo State. When you try to attack them, they will be the first to even attack you, buy your people, and destroy your crops and farmland. And this has actually put fear in lots of farmers in Biafraland. And then lastly, before we go to Anambra, Abia State is the next place. Is the third largest number of jihadist Fulani herdsmen occupation or threats of attack. And these states I've mentioned in eastern part of the country are critical states. That is why we keep on saying that if these people are being given the chance to take over these states, they will definitely penetrate into Biafraland and cause all kind of mayhem. This is the kind of ordeal we are seeing in Biafraland. That is why we need the needful to be done. I was listening to a voice note today, where a strong Biafran named with head, made a very critical statement concerning the Biafran Republic government issue that is happening. And he asked a lot of questions. What is being done in equipping the men on ground? Because it's as if everything is getting cold. Honestly speaking, it's as if everything is getting cold. That is why we begin to see all these kind of different attacks by Fulani herdsmen in Biafran land. It's as if the Biafran Defense Forces are not active the way they were when Mazi Simon Ekpa was around. We know what was happening then. Every day you hear the news of the Biafran Liberation Army taking control and taking charge of a particular location in Biafran land. And this was actually one thing that had made us happy and made us safe. During the time of Simon Ekpa, you can hardly hear an information of Fulani herdsmen taking control of a particular village in Biafran land. That was a force. And this is why so many people, I think, might be having issue with the new administration of the Biafran Republic government in exile and the United States of Biafra. So a lot of questions are being asked concerning this. Now let us still go into other issues that is trending in Biafran land as we leave this news or information, vital information from the one and only Biafran Unite on these critical issues. Please make sure you share this video.
Nigerian army rolls out armored cars, gunboats, hundreds of soldiers to battle BLA in Aba. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 9th of June 2024, and I have a video for you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very video because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, it don't happen. The Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom military has rolled out armored cars, military gunboats, armored military personnel career, and of course, hundreds of soldiers to go and battle the Biafra Liberation Army in Aba. The video you're about to watch right now, you might already seen it on social media, but I'm here to analyze it within 10 minutes and of course tell you what you need to know. And I have a message for both our people in Aba, axis of the old and defunct Abia State under the illegitimate governor Alex Oti. I have a message for all of you living in the Aba axis of the illegitimate state. And of course, I also have a message for the Janjaweed. So I want you to pay attention. Without further ado, let us watch the video. Even though you have seen the video already on social media, I want you to pay attention because there are some words being spoken in this video that you might have not paid attention to. So I want you to watch the video. We are going to analyze these words, the meaning of this video, and the meaning of this action, and of course send our message across. So pay attention as we watch the videos together. Don't go nowhere because we still have more in the kitchen.
This is the coming out of Armed Forces Special Forces Battalion moving for operation to Metale. The Almighty Allah protect you guys. This is the first MRAP. No loud, no loud. This is yellow market. That is the logistics. No loud. This is the second MRAP. No loud. This is Gallant 2IC. This is the Charlie Oscar. Save Johnny. Yes. Don't loud movement here. The Almighty Allah protect you guys and bring you back. You guys are going to finish them. The battalion champion. Okay, you will go back. This is the battalion champion. Yes. I wish you guys safe journey. Oga Musa, Oga Jay, Abdul, safe journey. The Almighty Allah protect you guys and bring you back.
Now you can see how many armored military personnel that they have rolled out. You have seen it, right? Wait a minute. I have something else for you. I will show you something that is going to amaze you. Now, before showing you this all-important thing that I want to show you next, I want you to pay attention to the first statement, at least for somebody not to say it's a propaganda.
This is the coming out of Armed Forces Special Forces Battalion moving for operation to Metale.
You know he's a Fulani man, so he cannot give you the proper pronunciation. So, but according to him, he said this is special, armed forces, special forces going for operation, to retaliate. To retaliate. Did you get that? To retaliate. And remember that they have already said that the retaliation will be fierce. You remember that, right? Which you are seeing already on your screen. Now, this is not the main thing I wanted to show you. And then I want to show you again something that you need to pay attention to. Very, very important. And listen now.
The battalion champion.
Okay, you will go back.
This is the battalion.
Did you hear that? This man on the screen, the one raising two hands up, is an Igbo man, original Igbo man, a typical Igbo man. And the person he's hailing, driving this armored military personnel carrier, is also an Igbo man. That's why he is hailing him with Igbo language. He said, Odogunwa, Odogunwa, you will go and come back. He's blessing him to go and buy his own flesh and blood, innocent Biafrans. The only crime they committed is because they said that they want to be free from the shackles of the damnable Zoological Republic, from oppression. They said they want to be free from oppression. That is the crime that they have committed. And this man, as an Igbo man, is hailing his fellow Igbo man who is driving this armored car to go and buy his fellow Biafrans in Aba. And tomorrow, you listening to me will send me a message, send me the names of those that have been sent to judgment. Hey, they are Igbos. And you think that I will not lay curse on you? You think that the land of Biafra will be happy with you? It doesn't happen like that. You see that? Have you seen it? They are rolling out their armored car. Now, before sending message to our people in Aba and of course the Janjaweed, let me show you something else. Have you seen it on your screen? This is coming from Senator Shehu Sani. He's also a Fulani man, so he's not my friend, but at least he has spoken something that showed at all that he has at least a small education. A small education. He said, the buying of 7 policemen and other civilians in Zamfara is condemnable. The atrocities of these criminals must not go unpunished. I believe we will triumph over terror. But it's sad. Listen, he said, but it's sad that the buying of our security agents only gets louder, only gets a louder outrage when it happens in the Southeast. 7th of June, 2024. Are you seeing what I'm saying? This is from Shehu Sani. You know, sometimes he speaks sense, like the previous video he made that went viral, where he was saying that keeping Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon will even escalate the matter the more, will even give him more reason to fight for his freedom. You know, so sometimes this man speaks better than other Efulefus from the north. You know, he said it is sad that the buying of the security agents only gets louder, only gets a louder outrage when it happens in the Southeast. And the buying of these 7 policemen just took place just day before yesterday. Are you feeling it? Day before yesterday. So it happened on the 7th, 2 days ago. So now, this man has said something very, very important. And who is he talking to? He's not talking to an ordinary Nigerian. Neither is he talking to, an aged people here in the zoo. He's talking to the media. Because the people who make it louder are the people in the media. Yes, they are the people. You see, like the buying of these 5 soldiers in Aba recently. You see the way everywhere went ablaze. You see the way everywhere was shaking. You look as if the world has ended. But 7 police officers died in Zamfara just 2 days ago, and nobody's talking about it on media. They say 16 officers died in Okwama. Everywhere was on fire. They rolled out, Super Tucano and set the entire community ablaze. The entire local government was set ablaze. But how many have died in Borno? How many soldiers have died in Borno State? Nowhere is set ablaze. How many was died in Kaduna State last week? Nowhere, no place was set ablaze. How many? So this is to show you not just the hatred, but they are fully in support of this jihadist movement from the northern part of the zoo to take over the entire country. They are fully in support of it. These evil men and women that claim to be Nigerian politicians are the sponsors. They are the ones in support of this movement to take over the zoo and dip their Quran in Atlantic Ocean. They are fully 100% in support of it, and they are funding the movement. And Tinubu, as Onyeneti Sinani, is also in support of it. Tinubu is directly, not indirectly, directly funding that very jihadist movement. I'm telling you the truth. It's happening. And Tinubu issued a statement, personally issued a statement, and directed the military to, to retaliate fiercely against the innocent people in Aba. But 7 police officers were sent to judgment in Zamfara, and Tinubu till today has not made any comment. So does it mean that the lives of these 7 police officers are useless than the lives of the 5 soldiers that died in Aba? That is to show you what you need to see and to let you know what you need to know. Now, my message to our people in Aba is to be very, very security conscious. Stay away, as our Prime Minister usually say, stay away from the barracks and stay away, most importantly, from their checkpoints, be it military checkpoint or police checkpoint, Air Force checkpoint, because Air Force nowadays have checkpoint in Biafraland, Navy checkpoint or ordinary road safety checkpoint, anything checkpoint belonging to the zoo, armed carrying terrorists in Biafraland, stay away from it, because when it will happen, nobody will give you information. You are not going to be told. After saying that, my message to these idiots who have rolled out their armored military personnel carrier to go and slaughter innocent Biafrans in Aba is that you are welcome. You are welcome. Whether you are Igbo or you are Fulani or wherever you come from, the land of Biafra will swallow you. As you are going with your front, you will come back with your back. That is my message to all of you. We are fighting a just cause, and we cannot stop with these nonsense armor tanks that you have rolled out today. Thank you, my people. To Salo Numozia and make it go viral.